Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Jamie?
Good. How are you?
I am well. So I will be glad to go first.
Go ahead.
Let's talk about Chris Colfer.
Yay.
But first, one thing I wanted to say was last week I used the adjective amazing 5 times, possibly 6.
Oh.
So I will try not to do that this week. But I wanted to say that Chris Colfer is an amazingly talented author. He is not, well, he's just a super talented creative guy. Not only can he act, not only can he sing, he really can write, and he gets this age group. So his first series was Land of Stories, and I gotta say, it was mind-blowingly popular. It's fantasy, and I would have kids come in up to 2 months before the next installment would come out, and they'd be like, is it here yet? Is it here yet? And they'd be very excited, and we would look up, oh, it's not coming till July, and let's look at the cover, and just to give you an idea of his skill and his creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now his new series is out. A Tale of Magic is book 1, and happily enough, book 2 is here, A Tale of Witchcraft. It just came out like a month ago, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And people have asked me, is this a follow-up to the Land of Stories? It is not.
Mm-hmm.
It's about Bristol, who lives in a world where women aren't allowed to read. But that doesn't stop her. I like this girl. So she gets a job at the library. She makes an interesting discovery that there is a secret room where there are books about magic. And she makes the most fascinating discovery that she's capable of magic. Now, of course, starts to lead to all kinds of trouble. And I will not say any more, but there are great twists and turns. And so just as good as the first series. Again, if people are looking for fantasy for their kids, if kids are looking for fantasy and something that's well written, here you go, Chris Colfer.
Very good. And we even get some kids who might be a little bit older for this series, but they loved the first one so much, and they read the second one anyway.
And it's true. Some of them were reading the book 1 when they were 8. Mm-hmm. And so by the time the last installment came out, they would have been considered well beyond. But they came in looking for it. And when we hosted him, we had to hold the event at the Morgan High School in their auditorium to have room, because so many people signed up for that, for all ages. Mm-hmm. And what I love about him is what a generous guy. He gets who his audience is. He gets that he would not be where he is in this world of publishing without his audience. So he was doing anything to get these kids up on stage. He was doing contests. He was doing, dress like your favorite character, and just a really good guy. I understand he's very involved in his community and giving back. So what a great role model.
Nice. Good series.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Great author.
Yes.
So I have a brand new book called No Ordinary Thing by Z Schmidt. And I liked this book a lot because it involved several objects that are magical, one of them being a snow globe, which I think is great wintertime. And a boy, Adam, happens upon this snow globe. He's has his own concerns at the time. His parents have both died, and he's sort of trying to grapple with that fact. He'd like to undo that, and he discovers that the snow globe has time travel capability. So he ends up time traveling, meeting some characters, and then begins to think, if I can time travel back in time, can I prevent my parents from dying?
And that must create a huge amount of tension in the story, and bring up a lot of other things to think about. And
it's handled very wisely and not heavily at all.
So again, approachable for the age group.
Definitely.
Writing for the age group and understanding developmentally where they are, and why it would be okay.
Yeah, and he just comes to realize by the end that things are the way they are, but now he has access to these magical elements, which are, it takes a lot of responsibility and stuff, and he grows to that position. So it's really a wonderful book. It's not even that long, considering all of that arc that it has to go through to reach that point, and
That's
it does.
great.
It's done very, very well. So very exciting. for
That
me.
sounds great. Sounds awesome.